Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Viewtiful Linker Joe bringing you another Yu-Gi-Oh! Deck profile. This time it's going to be my updated version of my Destiny and Dragoon deck for the new format. So, if you saw my Heretic deck profile earlier, you'll probably already know that I changed it up. And I hope you liked my Heretic deck profile, and this one's going to be a little bit more souped up and it's going to be a little bit more interesting. And I like the way it's built right now, so I really have no complaints. It works a lot of the same mechanics, so I'm just going to get right into it. Now, main deck. Whoops. Main deck. A lot of the same stuff. Prisma. 3 of them, because he is the heart of the deck. Send Plasma or Dogma back to the graveyard. 3. Diamond Dude. This deck is pseudo Diamond Dude Turbo. So him in the deck speeds up my deck. And he's a warrior target. 3 Plasma, because Plasma is amazing. 2 Dogma, because Dogma is not as good. Gets in the way. But I'm not going to talk about what they do in great detail because you guys already know what a lot of them do. A lot of this deck is the same except for just minor changes to make sure that it keeps up with the format in terms of like what's banned and what's limited and whatever. So, in terms of like the random other stuff, 1 Defender, 1 Debris Dragon, excuse me, 1 Debris Dragon because he's now at 1, 1 King of the Swamp because it allows me to search out for polymerization and be used for Destiny and Dragoon target, and 1 BLS because I am capable of chaos because Prisma and whatever Destiny hero I choose, because there are a lot of dark targets and I do have light targets. Those are the monster count, and I think it's like 16 or something. It's really small because there's heavy spell count in here because look at all these spells. Dark Hole, Double MST, Rhoda, these are all staples. Allure, Triple D-Draw, Double Trade-In. This is the funniest tech that I've ever had in this deck. 1 Day of Peace. This has saved my life more times than I can count. It's actually really good tech. It's a really good safety card. It's like, oh, okay, I'm about to lose. Draw. 1 Day of Peace? Draw? Okay, I can survive 1 turn. The only downside is now you have to figure out a way to win within 1 turn. But it saves you a turn. A hero lives, pay half your life, special summon Prisma, because he's your only target. Double polymerization, because fusion recovery got in the way. And look at this. It's the OG artwork. Hell yeah! Double scapegoat. I know it's at 3, but 3 gets in the way. Double over destiny, because it helps thin out the deck. Go into Diamond Dude, go into more deck thinning. 2 warrior returning alive, because I do send a lot to the grave very quickly. Gold Sark, this is also a very interesting tech. This helps me banish Scapegoat, banish a few other cards that I'll get more into detail. You'll see them very shortly. But Gold Sark helps for like safety reasons, for insurance reasons. That's why it's there. It's actually a pretty good card. The only downside is if you do top deck this with Diamond Dude's effect and you use its effect, it'll remain banished for the rest of the duel. So just keep that in mind in case you don't know the rulings, because there are a lot of rulings when it comes to Diamond Dude. 1 Burial from a different dimension, because I banish a lot. Now, this is probably one of the best techs I've ever had. I bought it very recently. Treacherous Trap Hole. If I open Gold Sark first turn, I'll banish this and use it in the next 2 turns. Or if I open this and open Gold Sark, then I'll just Gold Sark into Scapegoat. But this kills a lot of things, and they don't expect it. Especially since I have really small trap count, because these are all of the traps in the deck. And I know that if you're going to run Treacherous Trap Hole, you want to run this as your only trap, but it's still very viable in this deck, which are the last 2, which is Warning, and the best, because of my boss being Destiny and Dragoon, Eradicator Epidemic Virus. This can be very, very devastating to a lot of decks, especially spellbooks. Hate spellbooks. I mean, they're good, but I have respect for the deck, but come on, it's just like it's overrated to me. So, and this just stops them in their tracks. This, Brofists, Indulge to an extent, but not really. Anyway, that is the main deck. Now for the extra deck. Black Rose, because Debris Dragon plus King of the Swamp makes Black Rose. Diamond Dire. Pretty self-explanatory. Super Dreadnought. If I have 2 Destiny End Dragoons, just go into him, and then I just continue to burn, because you know Destiny End Dragoon burns like hell. 2 Destiny End Dragoon. I came to the realization, like, a few weeks back that I'm like, oh my god, Vision Heroes are a thing now, right? So I may take something out of this extra deck and put in a Vision Hero Adoration, because all it takes are 2 heroes, and you know that this deck has a lot of hero targets. So depending on what I feel, I might take out Super Dreadnought, even though it's a funny tech. I'll put in an Adoration, or I may put it in my side deck, which I'll show you very shortly after this video. After this here. Maestroke. Gungnir, because this plus King of the Swamp is hilarious. Abyss Dweller. Amazing against Dark World matchups. Anything that actually resolves Engrave. TGs, because you know I'm making TGs very soon. This can be killer. And my friend almost cried when I played this against him. He was like, what? Mikuni? If you don't know what that means, it's basically fuck me. In, I believe, Indian? Blade Armor. Gagaga. Excalibur. I finally got my hands on a Utopia Ray. So I play 1 Utopia and I play 1 Utopia Ray. Just because I tend to lose life really fast, only because of the explosiveness of the deck, the deck thinning. I don't have a lot of cards to help me keep alive. Like, Hero Lives, I'm already at half, so it's very easy for me to lose life, and Utopia Ray and Utopia are kind of like lifesavers. Black Ship and Zubaba General, the funniest tech ever. If you don't know what he does, check out my previous video on my other Destiny End Dragoon. I'm pretty sure that I talked about what it does in that video. I'll probably put a link to it down below in the description box. Now for the side deck. Now, if you saw my Heretic deck profile for the Red Nova build, I told you that I'm not a very good side decking player because I've just never took the time to learn. But this is a much better side deck than my Heretic build because, well, we aren't all made of money, so a lot of my cards go to this one first. This one is my biggest priority, and then all of, like, my extras go to the other one. So this side deck is much, much better and has all the counters, or the good counters that I think, for any matchup. So, whoops, sorry about that. So, what I'm basically saying is, this side deck should be much better for other stuff, because these are, like, my best cards that I have for the matchups. So, I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to go into this. The side deck is only 14 cards deep. I am missing 1 card, because I do tech Cyber Dragon, and the 15th card I'm missing is Chimeric Tech Fortress Dragon. That plus Chimeric Tech Fortress Dragon for the machine matchup, like Mecha Phantom Beasts, Cybers, any Machinas. That plus Chimera Tech is actually really hurtful to them. Going back, 1 Vampire Hunter. I really like this card a lot. If you don't realize what it is, it's a Castlevania reference, the castle in the background, and this is Soma with the whip. Came out in Shadow Specters to counter the vampire lords or whatever. I just really like this card. And it's actually pretty good in, I'm going to say, Evil Swarm matchups, because its effect is during damage step. If it attacked a dark-type monster, destroy it with this effect, and it's like a catastrophe for dark versions. And 1600, 16 attack, 16 defense is actually not bad. I run 2 Anti-Spell Fragrance. I'm thinking of taking out 1 for that Adoration. 2 Anti-Spell Fragrances for those, like, Light Sworns, the spell books. This really is devastating, the spell books. But yeah. Electric Virus for those Dragon and Machine matchups, because this is hilarious to steal a monster. DD Crow for almost anything, actually. Fusion Recovery, I took it out of my main, put it in my side. It's actually not that bad. Dark Armed, because it's Dark Armed. Mole, because he's awesome. Doomlord, I'll probably take out one Destiny hero, put him in, and he's actually a really good side card because it hurts a lot of XCs because they lose all their materials when they're removed from his effect. Yeah, he's a good card. 2 Trap Stun in case, just in case. Like, I don't want to get hit by like a Torrential, Mirror Force, Bottomless, because Dragoon is very fragile. He can be stopped by literally anything. So this helps me go for like OTK or pot or whatever. Book of Moon saves lives. And then last but not least is Gale. Gale is a great dark type, dark regular supporter, and he's a tuner, which means I can go into other plays. But yeah, his effect is great. But yeah, as you can probably tell, I put more thought into this side deck than I did with my Heretics, only because these are my better cards for side decking. I don't have extra copies of the same card, but yeah, that's Destiny and Dragoon deck for the new format. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to check out the other videos of my friends' deck profiles. I'm going to hopefully get those up very soon, if not already. Other than that, I think I'm done. This is Viewtiful Linker Joe, signing out. Stay beautiful, people, and remember, keep calm and henshin a go-go, baby.